Guys? Today we're going to be reviewing the Studio Series 86 for Ratchet. Now, he was one of my Christmas gifts, so yeah, that's cool. He feels amazing. He fixes most of the problems that I've had with Ironhide, because Ironhide had some flaws, but still was a decent figure. I feel like he fixes, but also creates a little bit of, like, there's just one distinct flaw that I do not like, and paint. It's white paint, which means he's gonna chip a lot. And he's already started chipping in one little area, right there, right up there, and then when we flip this out, there's more chippage right there. So that sucks, because he's an amazing figure. But yeah, he's already starting to chip. I feel like he's gonna chip down here, above the body, down here. So yeah, he is gonna chip, but he is amazing. He's better than the Ironhide that I own, because my Ironhide, one of his arms likes to pop off. Like, you know, I'm gonna pose him, and then I move the mushroom peg, boom, comes straight off, which sucks. But luckily on Ratchet, he doesn't do that. These arms are not coming off, which is amazing. That's one of the things that I like about it. And I can actually pose this one, unlike the Ironhide. Now, also the Ironhide, his guns, if I don't want to put them on his hands, I try to put that lightly in there. They'll start to come off after a while. Of course, not going to do it on camera, because why I want to do it on camera. See, now it's already come off, even though it flew off. But yeah, they do come off super duper easily. They don't sit well on the back, unlike this Ratchet. His guns like to sit extremely well onto it. They don't feel like they're about to fall off. They don't feel like I'm stressing it that much. So yeah, it feels like it'll stay on there, unlike the Ironhide. So yeah, that's cool. Also, another thing, Ironhide has silver down here, and you can see chippage on it. See paint chippage literally all over. But unlike Ratchet, he has none. He has no silver on the feet, which is awesome. Super duper cool. Makes him, I feel like he'll last a little bit longer than the Ratchet. Than the Ironhide, but I don't know, because if it's his paint as well is always chipping, so yeah, it sucks. But let's get started with some articulation. His head is on a ball joint, so it can look up, it can look down, left to right, can go all around. His arm can go that far out. His arm can do a full 360, at least 90 degrees with the arm or the elbow. Arm rotation, and then there is wrist rotation. There's wrist rotation, and then if one, either Ratchet or Ironhide, ever wielded the sword, because for transformation his hands go down, you can have him be pointing it at someone. So yeah, waist rotation, so that's a plus. Move the crotch flap out. He easily can go kick out that far, kick out that far back, and then kick out to the side that far. There is at least 90-degree bend, and his foot can go back, tilt forward, and there's pivot. So yeah, that's cool. But now let's compare him with other 86 figures and other figures to his name. Okay, now we're gonna have it off with Ironhide. So yeah, looks pretty good. It is the same mold, just different colors and head. So yeah, relatively all the same. Just everything is the same. But it is good to have a G1 Ratchet and Ironhide together without Ratchet being the exclusive one at like Walgreens. So yeah, that's cool. Next up we have 86 Deluxe Class 86 Brawn right next to Ratchet. So yeah, I'm putting him here because they both died on the same ship. So yeah, cool, pretty cool. So yeah, that's awesome. I have Siege Optimus Prime. I'm including him because he's the only G1 styled Optimus that I own. Okay. So yeah, pretty cool. Because I have him, we have Deluxe Dark of the Moon Ratchet. Well, this is the Nest design, but yeah. Both the same character. So I'm including him in the comparison. So yeah. Both same height. I don't know why they decided to make Ratchet and Ironhide a Voyager. So yeah. It's time to get into the transformation of this figure. So what we're gonna start off with is opening the windshield of the car, the van, and flipping his head and flipping out these little pieces. Have him sit there like that. Now what you're gonna do, bring down the grill of the car and untab the van from the waist joint. What you're gonna do is try to flip this around. So make sure it's all tabbed in together. Boom. So this is tabbed into the back. So then now what you want to do, go to the hands or arms and flip the hands down. Flip these down. And then flip the arms down. Then put them in. Make sure they're up, because if they're not, then it's not gonna work. So yeah. Make sure it's in and they're up, and then they're tabbed in. Boom, now you got you have the first part of the car done. Now what you're gonna do, go to the legs, flip these up, and tab the legs together. Now make sure all of these, the back of the van is up, and then open these flaps. Then shimmy it up. Make sure it's tabbed in. Do the same thing for the other side. Opens the flaps. And then shimmy it in. Make sure they're tabbed in onto the sides. They are not, make sure they stay tabbed. Then tab the back together. Now what you want to do, make sure that these line out properly. If not, then it's okay. You can bring the arms down just a little bit to make sure they tab in together. Okay. There we go. But you also got to make sure that these are still bent just a little bit, because if they're not, then the whole thing is not gonna fit together. So then put these out. Also make sure that's tabbed together. Damn it. Okay. Then flip these in. Now you're gonna want to make sure everything gets tabbed together. Okay. Boom. And these tab into the front, and boom, there you go. Got the van. It looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And then you can grab the guns and put them, just port them into the bottom, and they act as little exhausts for the van. So yeah, that is cool. But now it's okay, sorry. Yeah. That came undone. So yeah, pretty awesome van. Pretty cool. I mean, it's just the ironhide, but all white. But yeah, also these little pieces, they can come off, but I do not recommend it because you could lose these. Just leave them on. But yeah, that's cool. Let's get into some comparisons of this figure, of the alt mode. So yeah, let's do it. And start us off, we have the 86 Brawn. So yeah, very, very nice. And next up, we have Siege Optimus. So yeah, pretty cool. Next up, we have the Nest Ratchet. We have Nest Ratchet. So yeah, pretty cool. And to finish it off, we have Ironhide. Now, he's the last one because I have some stuff to talk about that I need to talk about in his alt mode. The clear differences from both. So, first off is, well, I can show you a clear image of the paint chipping. As you can see, it has clearly started to chip a lot, including this little section. I believe because these two like to tab in together, so yeah. That is one. Two, well, actually still at the back, these don't like to tab in, like, at all. And like when I do get those tabbed in, I tab in these, they untab again. Unlike Ratchets, they like to stay tabbed in. So yeah, and also, whenever I try to get this part aligned, because Ratchets doesn't, I try to get it aligned, this likes to come apart. So most of the problems that I have is the back. So yeah, that's what most of these alt mode flaws have. But yeah, that's literally it. That will conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I really do recommend this figure for anyone who is collecting 86, and if you're not collecting 86, because he is an amazing figure. And if you do not have Ironhide, completely fine. Ratchet is probably way better than the Ironhide. It fixed some of those flaws that I had with him, and probably a lot of other people had with Ironhide. But yeah, he's great. Go get one. But yeah, that'll conclude today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.